Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I am here with our weekly 15-minute paper craft challenge. So I'm going to see what I can make from things that I just pulled out of my scrap or haven't used yet bin to see what we can come up with. So I also let myself whatever I can kind of reach with my hands. So hopefully we will come up with something fun and inspiring today. So I guess I'll start the timer and we'll get started. There's always that moment of, what am I going to make? What am I going to make? Okay, I'm going to not get in my head. All right, here we go. Thank you for joining me, by the way. I appreciate you guys being here. If you like the challenge or my videos, any of that, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, all those great things. Okay, timer. All right, here we go, 15 minutes. All right, so I have a bunch of like ephemera stuff here that I just haven't used yet. I'm gonna kind of set it out. Oh, and these are some of my handwritten words in the blue. I started cutting some of these out so that I'll have them on hand, and that was still sitting on my desk. All right. Probably should sort my scraps into piles before I get on camera, right? Okay, let's see. You know, I have an idea. I have not done this in forever, and I'm wondering if I can remember how to do it. These sort of coordinate. Would work too. Okay, so back in my like in my card making days, I made a bunch of pop-ups, and I was just thinking this would be fun on a journal page as a surprise. So let me see if I can remember how to do this. You can make them like small or big. I'm gonna do this one. Are these pages about the same size? Okay, they are. Okay, so you could really do it any size. Excuse me. Hopefully I'm going to have time to do more than one. So I've folded the paper, and on the fold, just make 2 cuts like that. So you have something that looks like that. And this is going to turn into, if I remember how to do this, a pop-up. And I know it doesn't make any sense right now, but trust me, if it works, it will. It will make sense. I want those down and this one out. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, this is what you want. And I didn't cut mine about the same. All right. Close enough. When you're on a timer, you just kind of go with good enough. Okay, so this is going to be the pop-up mechanism. And to make this easy, we may have to trim all this up in a second. This is going to be the liner for the inside of the card. So when you get to this, you're going to open it up, and we're going to put something here to make it pop up. I think this is going to work. I'll do another one that'll probably show this a little bit easier for you guys in just a minute. I should have time. All right, so I'm going to add glue. Like I said, think of this kind of like your liner, and you don't have to make it the full size of the card. All right, don't add glue to this section that we cut out, or that we have cuts, that little square or rectangle right there. And then glue, you definitely want to get your fold lines lined up, and then just glue it down. Okay. All right, that worked. Yay. Pam's memory is still sort of intact. Okay, and depending on which side of the paper we like. Again, if this is a card, one's the front, one's the back. I'm thinking of attaching this to a journal page. Okay, it'll look better with a little ink. Okay, so then I want to pop something on here. Ooh. Okay, so again, that kind of makes sense maybe for a card. I want something that sort of coordinates. and everything I'm touching is not exactly what I want in my scraps. Let's see, my dogs are going nutso. All right. That's too big. All of this hopefully is going to make a little bit better sense here in just a minute. I think I'm going to have to just go with it and give you guys the concept. Why don't I cut this butterfly out just a little? I think it'll coordinate a touch better if I cut it out some. So you can do, in these, you can do words, you can do all kinds of things. Okay, I am gonna add some glue right to the bottom of the butterfly. It's probably more than I needed. Yeah, wiping the glue off. Okay, now watch. Now imagine let's just grab something. What you need is on the way. There we go. And again, we can really decorate these up and make them super cute. Let me grab one of my journals and show you the thought that I have. You could come to this page. This could be glued down or even glued down like a pocket. And then when the person in the journal opens it up, they have this lovely little pop-up element. Or you could use it just as a card. You could tuck it in a pocket and they could pull it out and see. So I think that this has a lot of potential. Let's do one a little different to show you the idea that you don't need to line it completely. Because this wasn't printed on both sides, that kind of worked out well. But let's do one, and again, you can make these any size. It just kind of happens. This is a similar rectangle. Okay, we're going to open up and we're going to see. So let's make our pop-up mechanism. And we can actually make it out of a portion of the same paper if we want to. I'm going to make it 1.5 inches by 3, just for the fun of it. And I'm going to fold it in half like this. And then we're going to cut a section, same way I did before. All right, so when you have it cut, you see you end up with something like this. The easy way to make that pop out is I've just cut it and it's like this, is open it up and then just kind of push on the crease and bring it down, and those two will fold up. And now I have a delightful little pop-up. Now, you could make it even smaller. You could make we can collage then over this if we want to, or, however you want to do it. I kind of like seeing the pattern of the paper, and I'll find something to pop on here. But I hope this is just kind of showing you potential. And get it right in that crease. And actually you can just close it, right? Press down. And now our little mechanism is there. I could have made it deeper so that it popped more out to here. Lots of options. Now on this one, I was thinking if I could make it work, it might be fun to have a bird. And I think it will work, because why wouldn't it, right? Let's just add some glue. I'm gonna add the glue this time to that portion and just fold it over the bird. So cute, look at that. Again, you could do a sentiment, a quote card, something like that. That would be cute. Now, as far as decorating more, if this is gonna go on a journal page, you can start doing things like, I like this a little better with this paper. we can start decorating a touch and, you know, making it look maybe a little more junk journal-y if you want to. On the inside, I think, ooh, here, how about one of these? I think having a place to write something would be nice. So what if I cut one of these index cards I have? So this is 4 inches. I'm gonna cut it so it's 3.5. 3.5. And then from this portion out, I want it to be 2.25. So my idea is you'll open it up. We'll have a little place to write. So let me just glue this down. And again, you can choose papers that go with a project or a journal theme. I was thinking of some of my little golden book journals, and it would be fun to have some pop-ups, maybe with some of the images or similar images from, you know, from the book. Pam, talk. I'm on timer, so my brain is like, don't talk too much. Get going. I'm gonna fussy this out just a touch. So anyway, I think that, I know I say a lot, I apologize. I think that would be super cute. I just did, I think I told you guys, for a friend of mine, and her friend loved it. So that's exciting. A Beauty and the Beast. And I found a digital paper kit, and it wasn't really Beauty of the Beast, but it had like the flower, the rose and the story. Anyway, it had some teacups. It had images that related. And I thought, how fun is that? So it would have been cute to do one of these pop-ups, like with that rose, the golden rose or whatever, the magic flower in Beauty and the Beast. That was the timer for him staying like a beast forever. All right. All right. It's not, you know, exactly with all the different patterns, but cute, right? All right, we have time. Let's do another one. I really like this one now. Maybe we should decorate the front of that one too. Nope, let's make another one. Okay, so here's one. Let's just do one with an index card. And we could make it very kind of in neutrals, and then hopefully have time to decorate. I'm gonna do this one like a 2-inch. And whatever, I guess it's a 2x3. And I'm gonna go a little deeper with my cut. All right, so again, open it up and then just push and kind of line it up. Okay, so now we're gonna be able to just glue it down. So again, glue just on the section, not the cutout part. Okay. Look at me go fast. Okay, so now this one's nice and neutral, and we can do something to decorate it up a little. I'm thinking, I want to decide what maybe the pop-up will just be a sentiment. Let's try that and see if that works. I need kind of a smallish one. How about listen to your heart? This I am going to add a little touch of ink to. All right, again, I just want glue on that little section. And I'm going to stick it down, and hopefully I got it somewhat centered. I have a minute. Okay, let's go quick and just layer something on the front. All right, I'm doing okay. I got this. This is my tea dye distress ink if you're interested. Okay. I was going to tell you guys too, not that I need to be talking, but I have a new paper kit coming out hopefully tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Wednesday, so hopefully for the video on Thursday, and plan to make some fun crafts with it for some videos for this weekend. So stay tuned for that. This definitely could have more decoration. I'm gonna put this little strip right here. I kind of wish I had inked it, but that's okay. All right, there we go. And then you can write here. All right, so they're a little basic for 15 minutes. The timer's going off, but I think you get the concept, or I hope you do. I think it would be fun to do some a little bit larger on a journal page and then pop up, you know, something this size. So many possibilities. So, and of course you don't have to do them this orientation. We could have done some this orientation. So let your imagination run wild. I hope you like these, and we'll make some. If you are interested in knowing any of the papers or scraps that I'm using, drop me a comment or send me a message. I'd love to hear from you guys. Take care. Have a great day.